of teaching and learning, you have discussed practical things. So there was a lot of practical wisdom in your today's talk, and it's true that we have to go to a combination of teaching methods. You can't segregate, or you can't isolate a teaching method and use it and expect it to be successful, because there is a variety of students, so there has to be a variety of teaching as well to cater to the needs of the masses. So that is very true. And one who teaches, one who goes in the field, knows that you have to juggle up so many times, and many times you prepare something and then you go and find that no, that doesn't work, and you have to change it at the spur of the moment. So very true. And it shows that yes, you are a good teacher, because a teacher who faces challenges can tell where failures had occurred. So it's not all the time telling your success. When you share your failures and you share how you overcame them, and that is great, because it adds to our faculty development program. So that development element comes when you tell how you failed and how you came out of that failure and proved to be successful. So many of us would save ourselves from landing into the same failure. So that was a very good approach in your speech. Then one very important thing that you mentioned is that qualification is not a guarantee. Yes, yeah, absolutely. The other day we were talking that mark sheet is not a guarantee of your intelligence or your wisdom or your whatever academic input or your academic achievement. No, mark sheet, the printed marks, they really do not tally with your mind or your intelligence. So in the same way, the qualification or the degrees that we hang around our neck, they might not be the right things to make us a successful teacher, because a teacher has to be very different, very emotional, intelligent, wise, and at times what you were telling, enjoyable, funny, foolish, means you can add all those dimensions, because you have to be a teacher, a guide, a mentor, a parent, a friend. So all those things prove that yes, it is not the qualification element alone. Then a teacher has to be innovative and creative all the time, because you never know what your students will ask you for. They are expecting, they are demanding, and when they expect you to deliver certain things which cater to their needs, their moods, their level of intelligence, like you were saying that sometimes you use bombastic words or more intelligent words which did not match with their level of understanding, so the comprehension gap would occur.
Yes, ma'am.
It's true that the teacher has to be innovative and creative all the time. Then the interest has to be created within the class. Because if you are not an interesting teacher, obviously you cannot expect to have 90% attendance in your class all the time. So it was the right thing to share here on the faculty development program, that the interest has to be created, and then on the part of the teacher, it has to be a very well thought of approach while entering the class or while beginning. Then, if a class is enjoyable, definitely both the giver and the taker, the teacher and the student, both of them, they feel light, they feel enlightened, and they ultimately land up in that intelligence where we are navigating them to. So all these things, like in your talk, there was nothing that we could ask or question or disagree. It was only that I was nodding my head again and again. Yes, yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. So yeah, all that I'm telling you now, it is only an agreement with what you have shared today in the faculty development program, and any things that any one of us has been missing out on will be a reminder now through your deliberation today. So congratulations for delivering this very contextual talks.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Any more questions, please? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but is there nobody else today?
Okay.
Shravnan sir?
Tarun sir? Tarun sir? Once again, ma'am, let me call him, ma'am.
In the meantime, let's talk. Shri Lakshmi, given your age, as I can see you on the screen, I find that you have grown a lot in the process of teaching.
Yes,
I don't know how much other students have grown, but you yourself have grown a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Because, yeah, your experience was telling. And it also shows that you are very regular and very alert in your class. So, at times we go and complete the syllabus, or we just, go by the rule and not as a part of something that we are ourselves enjoying as teachers.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what I could see in your case was that you have enjoyed your class. Sorry, excuse me. You have enjoyed your teaching, and you have been a great source of enjoyment and inspiration to your students as well. If they are giving you 90 to 95% attendance on a regular basis, then that's a great achievement for you.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm learning everything on online sessions and like resource persons like you, ma'am. Daily I will attend one session definitely. Whenever I am free, I'm searching for the learning process. So I'm learning. So how can I improve myself? Because my college is completely based on feedback. So if your feedback is good, then only you can survive. Otherwise, it's difficult.
Yes, yes.
So feedback based. So I was completely failure that I am unable to catch the students because whatever I prepared, the high vocabulary I used in the classroom. Also, I'm getting bad feedback. Then slowly, I just come to students and I just want to I want to make them entertain as well as I make them to alert. I make them to interactive. I make first of all create interest. So I just I just become a more alert in the classroom. So I should be. I do my qualifications and whatever research I have done, whatever the studies I have done, whatever the school first, college first, whatever the marks I scored, it doesn't work.
Exactly. No, but before waking up the students, you woke up yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I just encourage myself and so many teachers, madam. Really, I'm very hats off to so many teachers are whatever they are giving the tips in the online sessions, and I'm very much interested to attend FDPs, ma'am. Daily attend FTP, especially Welta. Regularly, I'll attend the session and the teaching methods, the how they are presenting, the how they are, they're sharing their experiences. So I'm collecting all, and out of all, I'm taking the best methods to manage my classroom. And classroom management is a big task.
Very,
Yes,
very
it's a
true.
big task, madam. Managing classroom. So I initially the same college I got, I got call from my principal madam that your feedback is bad. So then I
Okay.
was shocked. Okay, so why my feedback is that? So I got good marks. So 10th is my I'm school first. Intermediate I got good marks. So I got distinctions. I got 90%. So why where I am wrong? So and my graduation everywhere I am best in the academics. So why students are unable to understand my teaching? Then I just start research on the methods in the classroom, best methods to get attention from the students. Then second semester, I requested my principal madam, please give me one more chance. Let me take the class again. Then I start research on my classroom, making live sessions, and so finally, in the second semester, I got 90% feedback from the students that we want ma'am only.
Very good.
So yeah, that's how I improved myself in 6 months. So second semester I got good feedback. So first academic year, first semester. So I just want to show what are the qualifications, whatever I got in academics and how many marks, and I just use all my knowledge in the classroom, but it doesn't work. So when I use the practice, make the class live, and when I thinking from the student's point of view, then only my classroom become more successful. I got good feedback, madam.
Very
That's
good.
why.
So, to become a good teacher, you had to become a good student first.
Yes, madam. Although I become a student, so
That
I
is
never stop learning. I never stop learning. Every time I just make note down. You see, every class, madam, Delta class or any other FDP. First of all, I listen. Listening is not at all following generally. Just listening. Listening will give automatically will get knowledge, madam. So I attend more sessions. So the way they are presenting resource persons, how they are giving techniques, and I just take all and whatever the research I have done on the best teaching methods and how they are presenting. So based on all, I just come to the conclusion. Okay, I should use this method for the first class and second class, third class, and that's how I can make the changes in the classroom. So now, so I'm comfortable to teaching.
See, it's very interesting to talk to you, and especially what you've gone through has lightened up your career.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is something great. See, that is how we achieve. And the purpose of faculty development, which I have said again and again, because I could clearly see that here is a talk that will definitely help the faculty to develop.
Yes, ma'am.
So it was a nice sharing. See, we don't have to go by big books and epics and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Here we are here to share all those things which are practically and contextual.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is really, I appreciate your approach to today's talk.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Vali ma'am? Vali ma'am?
When the teacher become more active and
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Yes,
whole classroom become dynamic, madam.
obviously.
The teacher become more active. Teacher become a energy transformer.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you should come again and again.
Teacher become an energy transformer. The teacher has to come to the classroom means that whole class should be energetic.
So you should come again.
Yes,
and
whoever
again.
is sleeping also, they'll get alert and yes, I should be alert. I have to get the energy. Only food while taking food only we don't get energy, madam. When the transformer, the energy, English teacher has come to the class. So we are taking something go to home. So we are getting full of energy and we are going home. So English teacher should be an energy transformer.
Very true. So nice of you. So keep coming. Listen, keep coming again and again.
Sure.
Probably we also need this energy of yours. So let it flow on Welta Forum.
Thank you, madam. So yeah, that's what I make myself alert. Some morning session to evening session. So I cannot leave smile on my face and do morning to evening. I just be energetic and I make my students become more energetic. Madam, how you are going to be more energetic? Yes. When I am energy, then only the energy is going to transfer to you. If I am dull, my dullness will get transfer to you. That's why I will be energy always. Energy. I'm always be energetic look, and I'll transfer my energy to you. Please take my energy.
Great. Great. So nice. Over to you, Valli ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi ma'am, for your energetic performance, we can say, and for sharing your practical ideas. Now it's time to move on for the second section. For this, I would like to give intro about Dr. Saravanan sir. The next speaker is Dr. Saravanan sir. Dr. Saravanan sir is an assistant professor, senior in the Department of English, School of Social Sciences and Languages at Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. Sir did his Masters and MPhil at Presidency College, Chennai, and has obtained his doctorate from Anna University, Chennai in English language teaching. He did his doctorate on the role of English in engineering graduate placement study. Sir has 19 years of teaching experience and has presented a number of papers in national and international conferences in reputed journals in the areas of ELT, literature, communication skills, and soft skills, and has attended significant number of workshop faculty development programs for his professional development, and has also published number of papers in Scopus Indus national and international journals. Besides his contribution to publications, Sir has also published book chapters and conference proceedings, and he has conducted faculty development programs and workshops on better classroom management, soft skills, English language teaching, employability skills, communicative English language teaching, use of ICT in education, vocabulary enhancement, poetry writing, and writing for research. Sir has also worked as a placement officer and has conducted placement training programs at various engineering colleges, and also conducted several teacher training workshops on better teaching methodologies, better classroom management for school teachers and college faculty members. Sir gives career guidance and motivational talk for the schools and college students, and also conduct programs on the art of parenting for the parents. He also conducts yoga, meditation, pranayama, mudra, and neuro-linguistic program workshop for the general public. Besides that, we all know that Sir is the founder and coordinator of World English Language Learners, Teachers and Trainers Program, Trainers Association. With this brief introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Saravanan sir to begin his section. Over to you, sir. Saravanan sir.
Hello. Good
Yes,
evening,
sir.
everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Thank you. And we had a very nice session from Sri Lakshmi Madam. Thank you for gracing this occasion with such a very interesting thing, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
And all the deliberations we had after the presentation of Sri Lakshmi Madam is again very interesting. And Yes. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Today I am going to talk about this ELT, English Language Teaching, a global perspective. What is that English language teaching and why we need to know about global perspective? That is what I am going to speak. And please kindly bear with me this being late and okay. Why ELT this thing? And what is the purpose of English language teaching? And again, why we need to know about this English language teaching? That too, let's say, it's not Tamil Nadu's perspective, otherwise Andhra Pradesh perspective, otherwise Indian perspective. I'm going to speak about the world perspective and why we need to have this kind of world view. That is what the talk is going to be. And see, actually, English language is something that which is binding, otherwise uniting all the people together. That is what I would say. And when that is the case, that what an amount of importance it has gained of late, that we need to remember. And again, why and how we can grow along with this English language and its complete a close one. Yeah. Why and how we can learn and this language much better, and how we can grow exponentially. That is what is that I'm going to speak about. Let's say, for example, let us start from this local background. Let's say people, those who study from pre-G to that is 12th standard, and after spending 15 years of study, people come to tertiary level. That is what you call higher studies in India. Then after studying, pursuing for 15 years or so, then people know. After that, also people are not. After studying 15 years of education, also people are not comfortable in communicating English. That is the scenario we have. And how to tackle this thing first? No, that is what the big challenge. And it is not a challenge; it is an opportunity, I would say. And again, what can I do in order to make all my, let's say, all my learners, otherwise whoever I am coming in touch with, contact with, should be exuberating, otherwise will be speaking a beautiful English, otherwise just English. Thereby, they should also be getting a wonderful opportunity in their life, and they should become very brilliant and extraordinary in their life. That is what the dream every English teacher should be nurturing. Not only it should be a dream of English teachers, I would rather say every teacher for that matter, because every teacher should become great. And every teacher should scale up their lives in a much better way. It is not just to remain as a teacher, we need English. It is something like, we need to grow exponentially. For that, this English language skills will be of immense use. Let us understand this thing much better. And then we can grow really much faster and better. Yeah. Arish. And if that is the case, and the importance of English language cannot be sidelined, otherwise, cannot be ignored by the people. So, what is that we need to know is why is this language? What can we do? What can we do with this language? And what and all can be achieved through this? Let's say by learning this language. And first, let us understand this thing. Let's say Tamil Nadu alone, we say we have, let's say, Tamil speaking people all put together, how many crores it would be there? let's say we say the Tamil language is a so-called classical language, Telugu language is a classical language, Kannada language is a classical language, Malayalam is a classical language, Sanskrit is a classical language. The so-called classical languages, any language for that matter, maybe I would say no. Let's say for example, Sanskrit language is a dead and gone language. People say it's the oldest of the oldest language. No, it is not practiced anyway. But again, the central government is funding, and again, no, it is kind of reviving kind of thing. But what I am saying is, but the numbers when it comes to number, very very thin. In see, when it comes to Sanskrit, when it comes to, let's say, Tamil, 15 crore people overall put together in throughout the world. Then again, when it comes to Telugu, some 20 crore people, let's say, because let us Kannadigas also can understand Telugu, so double the amount. Then those who speak Kannada and they again Malayalam, let's say very very limited in number. Let's say 10 crore each. Let's say of the whole population put together, and not much. So what I am saying is, but think in terms of what Hindi. The biggest of the biggest asset, like English, is Hindi, I would say, because as a linguist, otherwise as a language teacher, I am seeing it from that perspective. Let's say those who know English can instantaneously get connected with, let's say, 65 crore people who can, see, I'm saying, rough calculation, but it is actually 95 crore people who speak Hindi, otherwise who knows Hindi very well. And I would say even 100 crore people of this 100 crore people of this great nation, India, people understand Hindi and speak Hindi, whether they are speaking Bhojpuri or Marwari, Rajasthani, let's say Gujarati or Bengali, and even Odia. Otherwise, even our most of the that is Andhra Pradesh and Telangana counterparts, and even our let's say Malayali friends, everybody is conversant in Hindi. Most of them are conversant in Hindi, whereas Tamil speaking people are deprived of this Hindi. What I am saying is, it is not a mistake, but what I would like to say is, though we speak Tamil or Telugu or Kannada or Malayalam or Hindi also for that matter, very very limited in number. But think about a global perspective. Let's say 450 crore people, they speak English. 550 crore to 650 crore people, they can understand English. And again, let's say the rest, no, they are thriving on different languages, different culture, and that is the thing. So what is the advantage? The biggest volume of people, those who are doing, those who are into business, and again, any kind of transaction is happening in the field C, that is with the help of English language. Such is the growth, otherwise exponential growth of English language. Let us understand this thing first. That is why I have wantonly I have given the title called Global Perspective ELT. Why we need to become, because why we need to become global, otherwise no, we need to have the big picture of whatever we do, because the whole world has shrunk. It has shrunken now to a small size and a small ball, which could be let's say which could be carried in a small with the smartphone. That is the beauty and power of this technology now. So with technology, anything gets associated with the technology, it gets instantaneously, this kind of a spark. Otherwise, it is something like an ignited mind it becomes. So technology is helping the language to scale up to the next level of achievement, and again next level of growth. It is actually propelling the growth and acceleration of the growth of the language. That's what I would say. So why I'm saying this thing is, with this technology, one can get connected with 450 crore people to 600 crore people. Means that is not an ordinary thing, because it is happening very very freely. Whatever comes for free, we don't know the value, we don't understand the value. But supposing we pay money to understand this kind of thing, that we will consider as a phenomenal. So my dear friends, what I'm saying is, let us learn this language thoroughly well. And this learning this language thoroughly well helps us to understand our potential much better way. And again, it is also helping one of the ways and means to learn any other foreign language, let us say the second best language would be next to English is French. Because French is again, English has been recognized as, by this world, nations, 88 nations. It is considered as the official language, otherwise first language like this. Think about a rich predominantly used language. Think about, let's say, French. French is also, all the elite and learned people use this French language as their, it's something like if somebody says no, French, so somebody speaks French, they are considered as fashionable and young, dynamic, modern. That is why this language is considered as the second one. Third language, by and large, we can say that Spanish, because predominantly this USA people, if they want to scold somebody, they will be using Spanish language. That is what the beauty of these three languages: English, French, and Spanish. Then Espiano, that's what. So what I would like to suggest to you, otherwise tell the people, in order to become, what is that, in order to become global in nature, first, in order to become, in order to become national, we need to understand the importance of Hindi language and have a mastery of this thing, this language, because it has got an advantage of instantaneous connect with 130 crore people means something very, very phenomenal, I would say. And not only that, the entire nation is behind us. If we start speaking something, everybody will understand. Except few Tamil speaking people, everybody in this, let's say, nook and corner of India can speak and understand this Hindi language. Same is the case with the, what is that, English language. Hindi is for national and the national politics, otherwise national business. If then again English is for the world global business. That is the thing we need to understand, because in English speaking as such, as an as such, it is something like multi-trillion dollar business, I would say. Leave alone this business aspect, but what is that advantage? It has got multi-advantage, otherwise twin advantage, I would say. One is it could be used and augmented for business, as well as everything can be achieved not only by the teachers, also by the learners. That is what is very, very important. That's why we have named the forum also World English Language Learners, then only teachers, then trainers. Because today's learner will become tomorrow's teacher. Tomorrow's learner and teacher will become, let's say, trainers. Tomorrow's trainer again will become a learner, teacher, trainer. Like this, it is a very, very cyclic in nature. In order to achieve things very, very considerably, otherwise concretely, we are supposed to have the mastery of this language. And again, this purpose, otherwise the clarity should be with all the people, those who are in touch with English. That's what I would say. And this is part of the discussion, otherwise deliberation. Let us go ahead one step ahead. Again, I said English language teaching is in India as it is a multi-dollar business. That's why we have Macmillan Company, we have Cambridge Books, Macmillan Books, and again, let us understand this concept first. And again, once that is clear, then we can do, we can work on test. So let's catch up this point first. Then secondly, say for example, job opportunities. Wow, I said people should understand the purpose. Then again, we need to have a plan. Let's say to have a mastery of anything and everything in this world, there is the system called 10,000 hour system. What is the 10,000 hour system? Supposing somebody wants to learn music, because music is the if music be the food of love, Shakespeare says, sing more like this, like Shakespeare and lines. Let's say music. Suppose I want to learn music. I am a big zero in music, but I want to learn music. But how can I learn music? There is a formula. Let's say clear, precise, and clear-cut formula. Let's say I practice this music for from today, next 10,000 hours. I will definitely have a mastery of this music, whether it is Carnatic music. Otherwise, if I want to be a dancer, I can again master this thing. If I want to be a gold medalist in swimming, I can master the art of swimming, provided I put in 10,000 hours in hours of practice, because practice maketh man perfect, woman more perfect, I would say. So I'm not a chauvinist. I am for women because I am from the women. I am for the women. So what is that we need to do is we need to apply this formula and make this a reality in each and everybody's life. Because why is that we need to do is because the onus is on us, especially the English language teachers. And again, not only this English language teachers, but also it is the role of every teachers, I would say, irrespective of their what is their subject specialization. Why am I putting the responsibility on each and every teacher? Because I disclaim the fact that because of the English language teachers, people learn English. I totally deny that. I knew people, those who speak better English than English teachers. I have witnessed, I have seen with my own eyes. I have been with them, and even now I am with them. So please understand, it is not that be all end all with only English teacher. Because we learn English teacher, it's English language from math teacher, physics teacher, chemistry teacher, again no environment science teacher, zoology teacher, botany teacher, public administration, and again commerce teachers, economics teachers. You name any subject, especially sociology, psychology, and again lawyers, again doctors, and again you say the what is that syllabus. We have varieties of English and varieties of people. As many varieties of people are there in the world, we are also learning the language from various and varieties of people of this world. So because language is nobody's property, and we cannot say it is our mother tongue, otherwise father tongue. It is a common property. All that's what I would say, because language is nothing but a sound quality, whatever you call it, but it is the reality, I would say. So knowledge is not for money; it is for everybody for free, I would say. Why is that I'm giving it for free? Otherwise, I'm doing it for free, because everything the most valuable thing on this earth
அம்மா போன் வச்சு அத்தி பாருங்க போட்டு கவுத்துட்டு ரோட்ல போற நாய் எல்லாத்தையும் வெட்டி பார்த்து பால் பத்தல இல்ல நான் வீட்டுக்கார பாக்குறேன் இப்போ விளையாட்டு ஜாஸ்தி அப்போ ரோட் போட்டு ஏன்னா விளையாட்டு ரோட்ல போகணும் ஒரு வெட்டணுமோ வேடி பார்க்கறதுல பால் பத்தல ஸ்கூல்ல கொடுத்துருக்காங்க அவங்க சொன்னாங்க நமக்கு தேவைன்னு இல்லை நம்ம சொன்னாலும் வாங்கி வச்சுக்கல வீட்டை மெசேஜ் போட்ட அம்மா வந்து ராஜி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க அதாவது அந்த அது வந்து ஸ்கூலுக்கு வச்சு கொடுக்கணும் அதெல்லாம் பாப்பா கொடுக்குறாங்க சரி கேட்டாங்க வந்து நாங்கள் 2 மாதம் வாங்கணும் பாப்பாவுக்கு ஒரு பேர் கொடுத்து வச்சிருக்காங்க சொல்லிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி கொடுத்து வச்சிருக்காங்க கூட்டாங்களா அம்மா ஸ்கூல் கட்டி கொடுத்தாங்களா ஏன்னா பாப்பா கொடுக்கணும் சொல்லி சொல்றாங்க கூட்டாங்களா அம்மா அவங்க யாருமே கேட்கலாமாம்மா இப்போதான் வருவாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க என்ன பண்ண வீட்டு ஆனா ஆட்டிடியூட் வந்து சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க அதாவது விநாயகரோட பேர் வச்சுட்டு முன்ன பின்ன எதுவும் சேர்த்துக்கலாம் அதுக்கும் முன்னாடி இப்போ வினை வந்து அந்த விநாயகருக்கு வேண்டிக்கிறது அது வினை வைக்கிறது அதுக்கு முன்னாடி பின்னாடி எதுவும் சேர்த்துக்கிறது
Sorry, I'm sorry that there was a technical glitch. It got disconnected abruptly. Please forgive me for that. And again, let us continue this thing. We have an opportunity to get connected with the entire world. Let's say 207 recognized world nations. Because with this English language, the power of English language is something amazing. Think about globally how many nations, let's say 197 nations have come together and have this kind of sociological ideology, and again sociology and humanitarianism, all these things people talk about so elaborately. But the power of English language only has resulted in this kind of exponential growth, and it has become very, very popular in this world. So what is that I would like to suggest you is, and say is, we need to remember how and why we can develop the language skills, and again how this can be augmented and for our clients, our customers, and they are our fuel for this life. Then again, let's say for example, let India alone, 15 lakhs plus 50,000 plus schools are there. Anybody who's really conversant in English language will get a decent job of, let's say, from even a teacher with DTEd. He or she will be getting 25,000 for sure, even if they go for contract also. That is the thing. Supposing the teacher has got very good expertise in subject depth of the subject knowledge is there, means people are likely to scale up to 50,000 and elevate it to 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 for an English teacher, I would say. So such is the thing. And there are 45,000 schools in Tamil Nadu. Imagine what is the opportunity. This is what the message for every one of us. 40,000 people are there in this let's say 45,000 people are there in a small locality in this town where I am living. That was 2010 census. Today it has got doubled. 1 lakh plus families are there in the town where I am living. Imagine these 1 lakh people become entrepreneurs, giving jobs to 10 people. If that kind of promise, otherwise business responsibility somebody is taking up me, same is replicated by 100 people. Otherwise, let's say 1 crore people. 1 crore people start offering a course for next 3 years or 5 years. I would say that people will grow and exponentially in their lives as well as we will have the satisfaction. So that is why I'm saying this. The idea should be very clear, and again, what we are going to do, why we are doing this, what we are doing, and all these things are if it is clear, then we can find that it is achieved. Otherwise, no, the goal is achieved. The mission is a success. Mission will become successful. Let us think in terms of, let us say, Tamil Nadu, around 45,000 colleges. Overall, how many universities are there? 1,057 colleges, sorry, universities are there. And most of them are private, and very less number of them are otherwise 50-50, I would say. Even in Tamil Nadu, we have 650 plus arts and science colleges. Imagine this way. So that is what the beauty of this language thing. And again, anybody who has the language skills, let's say reading for that matter, if anybody and anyone reads one book a day, then 30 books, it is equal to 30 books. Suppose one person is reading 2 books per month, let's say two books per week, again it will get doubled. Let's say 36 weeks are there, 52 weeks are there in a year, and anybody who step out of this UG degree will have UG degree in his hand, but the brain will be of a PhD guy, because anybody who studies well this English language will become pretty confident, and they will speak a little bit of English language, and with that they can scale up the level of getting a 50,000 job, worthy job. So let us understand this, and again, not necessarily that people should become like this, and they can even be an entrepreneur. That is what the need of the hour, because let's say 130 crore people are there. Each one gives 15 to 20 jobs. 15 to 20 jobs. 15, let's say the 130 crore people, out of the 130 crore people, let's say 13 crore people become entrepreneurs. Each one is educating one each, let's say 13 crore people, and educating 10 of the 1/10 of, let's say, 10 people every day. And imagine again all put together how many hours it comes to. Let's say 10,000 hours means we have calculated 21 months totally. 20 months, let's say 20 to 21 months. Anybody who is interested in improving their own skills and can achieve this kind of what is that? Muhammad Ali is a philosophy. I could say, I am the best, I am the best, I am the best. What my opponent will be doing, he will be practice. Okay, let me practice it more and more and more. That's what is all about, practice. Because practice maketh man perfect and woman more perfect, I would say. And we need to understand the importance of this language. This will discard the gender bias. Otherwise, let's say, even though the third gender people also can, LGBT people, all people on this planet Earth can understand, read, write, understand, and speak. That kind of ability can be achieved. And again, that is the need of the day, need of the hour and the day. Why I'm saying what I'm saying now is this global perspective will emerge something like a bamboo tree, let's say Chinese bamboo. Next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, we need to have the plan and the vision. That's how this kind of ideas only speculation will be helping the people of this world. And again, this is called the so-called borrowing from the known people. That is how it is, something like the old wine in a new bottle, I would say. Each one gives 13 to 20 jobs within 1 year. The entire nation, India, can be can become surplus, or the place will become abundant. Already it is abundant, but we will, once people decides to be the best, world best, then we will have to learn this language thoroughly. supposing somebody wants to go to Germany and stay in German forever, the person needs to understand that is German language and learn something about German language. Supposing they go to the shop and ask for let's say tea, coffee, otherwise something, that kind of first functional English should be built for the people, anybody, any nation for that matter. Then after functional English language, we also need to have the proper training for English language teaching and training. And for that, we are and for that we need to gear up for the training, and we need to gear up for, because it is something like a global perspective we need to have. So I am learning this language within 18 months or 21 months I will master the language. That is how the whole system has been scheduled, and that is how people promote the kids from one grade to the next grade, next grade to the next grade. But because of this commercialization of education, it is a must. It cannot be achieved. It is not. It is not that easy. It's making people. It's purely making people to believe that they are shouldering this much responsibility, as the onus is on the part of the individual. Because when people talk about this kind of opportunities are there, normally people don't make use of this thing. Otherwise, even if they are coming and making use of this opportunity, what will happen? People will think that people will tell umpty number of stories and umpty number of excuses, but it is the high time to understand English language's purpose, and again it has got a wide range of opportunities. Let's say banking sector, insurance sector, again telemarketing, everywhere it is needed. Imagine that this kind of jobs are provided. Otherwise, everybody becomes an entrepreneur. The entire world will glow and shine like anything. That is the reason why we need to understand the importance and purpose of this language thoroughly well. Then again, moving ahead, let us think about networking. What is that networking means? What Meta is doing is a kind of networking, because it is not, earlier also. Let us understand one thing: what we sow, we reap. What we sow, we reap. So, what is that we are ready to show? What is that we sow? And because this is something like, we need to become very, very stronger and stronger and face the world and face any challenges, otherwise onslaught, whatever we have in our life. It is something like, it is proving us to become agile. And again, that is what, there is a beautiful saying by Ramalinga Adigalar. He says, be Tanithiru, and feel the hungry. That is what Tanithiru Pasithiru. Vidithiru means, again, it is something like and each one is teaching, otherwise giving jobs for, let's say, each one is giving jobs for 10 people. 1 crore, 30 crore people become entrepreneurs. That is what my vision, that is what my, let's say, my dream. And again, if these people start giving jobs for the foreign nationals, that the day we start doing this kind of brain work and hard work, smart work, automatically we will also become phenomenally well and extraordinarily well. We can do anything, whatever we want to achieve. We can definitely be launched. And again, in order to understand the global perspectives, again we need to think about the changes which has been occurring in this world of life. So what that is, we need to do is extremely be aware. Again, we constantly skills or let's say typing skills, very important for an English teacher to have this smart classrooms. Let's say projector is there, air condition is there. Then teachers should be resourceful more than any other available resources. The teachers should be resourceful, and fortunately, we people are now. Skill. Please do forgive me for this thing, and there is a technical glitch from my end. It is going and coming. Okay.
Sir, audio is gone, sir. It's not audible.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's supposing a person is doing a small business and giving jobs for 15 people. This 1 crore 1 crore 30, otherwise 130 crore people become entrepreneurs and start giving jobs to the rest of the 950 crore people. I think that within let's say within 1 year to 5 years we can achieve anything.